it's for the first time that Arsenal have lost 4 straight games at home since 61 years, I believe it was. That's only your age, Augie. So where is it all going wrong for them?
Listen, I saw Arsenal in the Community Shield against Liverpool, and I thought on that day, Mikel Arteta seems to have got a plan. He sorted the defence out, made them tougher to beat, and he had Aubameyang at the tip of the team, scoring goals, beating teams that way. And then I saw him a couple of months later. They won at Old Trafford 1-0. And again, I thought, Arteta's plan is working here. He's finally got a way to sort Arsenal out, because Arsene Wenger couldn't do it in his latter years, and Emery failed to do it, obviously. So I was thinking after the Old Trafford game, Arsenal have cracked it. But since then, they've been terrible. And I think, the defeat at home to Burnley, you had Granit Xhaka sent off, you had an own goal from Aubameyang. It was just the worst possible scenario. And I think the problem that they've got right now is that it's simple. I mean, there's no rocket science. Aubameyang has stopped scoring goals. Well, certainly stopped scoring for Arsenal. He scored for Burnley yesterday, but he stopped scoring goals, and Arsenal don't have any other option. They don't have any other threat. And obviously, I think that Arteta made the right decision with Mezut Ozil. But without Mezut Ozil or somebody of his quality or creativity, they haven't got anyone who can create a pass or find an opening for Aubameyang. So, for me, they've lost confidence throughout the team because Aubameyang has stopped scoring, and that was always going to be a problem, because eventually they were going to start conceding goals. If they're conceding goals and Aubameyang isn't scoring, Arsenal are going nowhere.
But eventually, we know that they've had a bit of an over-reliance, I suppose, on Aubameyang. That's nothing new. Are you surprised that they weren't able to, I suppose, think or address a plan B before this season started? I mean, we spoke recently to Stuart Robson about Nketiah, who's now surprisingly Arsenal's top scorer. I don't think we expected that at the start of the season at this point. Could they find something in him?
I think it's asking a lot of Eddie Nketiah, to be honest, at a young age to be the creative force and the guy that's going to carry the hopes of the team. I think ideally they would have replaced Mezut Ozil in the summer. They would have got him out of the club, and they would have brought somebody in and used the money that's spent on his wages to pay for somebody else. But that didn't happen, and Ozil's still there. So until Mezut Ozil goes, I think Arsenal are going to struggle to bring in a player that can do the job. But I think maybe there might be some hope in January that Mezut Ozil might leave, and that will allow Arsenal to sign some players. Mezut Ozil keeps telling everybody how much he loves Arsenal. There's a lot of stuff on his social media about Arsenal this and how much the club means to him. Well, on this occasion, I think if he really loves Arsenal, he needs to leave. He needs to leave so that they can use the money they're spending on his wages to bring somebody else in, because his time is gone. He's no longer the player that Arsenal need. The best service he can give Arsenal now is to leave and say, right, I will go, and the money that you're saving on my wages, bring a player who can create the goals for Aubameyang to get Arsenal back at the table. They will climb the table, but it might not this week, because they've got some really tough games this week. Southampton at home, Everton away. I mean, they could lose both those games quite easily. They've got some former players in Theo Walcott and Alexis Iwobi up against them. It does have the recipe for a bad week for Arsenal in so many reasons.
And then, I know we talk about being hot and cold, especially a lot about Manchester United. That is also Arsenal's story when we talk about Arsenal that we see in the Premier League and Arsenal in the Europa League. I know the level of competition might be a little bit different in that one, but they do seem like a completely different outfit. They do have the confidence there. Anything that you can see them taking from what we see in the Europa League and apply it to here domestically?
I do, like you said, the Europa League, it's a substandard competition compared to the Premier League. They're a world apart in terms of the depth and the strength of them. So, Arsenal are winning games in the Europa League, but it's not building confidence, because they come off a Europa League game and they face a tough game in the Premier League. And like this week, even Burnley at home, people say it's Burnley at home, but Burnley are a good Premier League team. They're struggling right now, but they've got a good pedigree under Sean Dyche. Southampton at home this week. Southampton are flying right now. There are no easy games in the Premier League, and Arsenal are going from one tough game to the next. The confidence is getting lower and lower with every game. I do think that they have the players to get out of this. And, you look at the wing-backs, Bellerin and Tierney, for me, are as good as any in the Premier League, but they're lacking confidence. And, Aubameyang will score goals. I think Lacazette, he can be hit and miss, but he will score goals if given the chance. It's just at the moment, no player's got confidence, and it's beginning to show all the way through the team.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.